Hi folks, this is Jason. Hope you're okay today. I just want to offer a genuine thought. Um, I've been reading this book. I hope to finish it tonight. It's by Milos, The Captive Mind, and it traces the history of Polish intellectuals and how they were influenced by communism. Or some Polish intellectuals, and how they were influenced by communism. It looks at these intellectuals just before the Second World War, during the Second World War, and then just after the Second World War. Now, we can agree or disagree with some of these Polish intellectuals mentioned in here. He doesn't mention their original names. He uses pseudonames to protect the identity of some of the people that he's critiquing, because some of them were his close friends. But this is I think it's a genuine and profound thought, and that is this: is that the Polish intellectuals who moved over to communism, whether we agree or not, they did have creative ideas about what society should be like, how we should go forward as a society, and they were coming up with different creative ideas and reflecting about the key issues of what they thought was important in their time. Now again, we can disagree with the specifics in terms of whether they were influenced by Marx or Lenin or whatever. The main thing is they, in their own minds, whether they were right or wrong, they had these creative ideas about how society should go forward. And what concerns me today with the atheist community concerning people like Sam Harris and many atheists in the public eye, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be their websites and books and lectures that they do, is they have, in their rhetoric, their one big theme is critiquing religion. There's this big critique that religion is authoritarian, it's totalitarian, and we must strike against this authority of religion. It's very core, and it's religion that is the enemy of everything. And I think that this is the dominant theme of atheism. I mean, atheists will say atheism is just an absence of belief due to a lack of evidence, but you have to say as atheists, this is the dominant theme in your rhetoric against, say, Christianity, that it's religion that is the big problem. It's religion with its authoritarianism. We need to strike at this authoritarianism. We need to show that this is not rational, and we need to be rational. This is the rhetoric. And because this is the dominant theme, it's hard, if not almost impossible, to be creative in your thinking. If your mind is just obsessed with this one big issue, it colours everything else that you're doing and that you're thinking. And it stops you from being able to think outside the box, to come up with new ideas as a writer, as a poet, as an artist, as a playwright, etc. If you're just dominated by this just one powerful rhetoric. And ever since Fehrenbach, who tried to give some kind of ideas about what it was about society, tried to come up with creative ideas, there has been a lamentable failure and continued failure by the atheist community to come up with original ideas, original thinking. as to how society should go forward in politics, in philosophy, etc. It seems to me that there is a paucity of real, fresh, invigorating ideas, and it's because and I think that this bashing religion is really showing that this is the case. Because if you are spending your time coming up with new ideas and being creative in your thinking, let's just say as a writer, then you wouldn't have much time for bashing religion all the time, but you would be spending time as well exploring various issues of whatever they be. I think that if you have an enemy that you are constantly attacking, constantly, that is your main critique, your main dominant thing. I mean, for me, I know I make a lot of videos about atheism, but for me the main thing is preaching the gospel, is Bible teaching, and I like to reach out to Muslim people, and I like to do many other things. I do, believe it or not. But for the atheist, the main rhetoric is against religion, and it doesn't allow for real creative thinking. And I think that I'll ask a question to atheists and to those who are influenced by these atheists, and the question is this: when was the last time you thought outside the box? When was the last time you stepped out of your atheism, you stepped out of your rhetoric against religion and tried to look at things in a fresh way? When was the last time you come up with a new idea? Or when was the last time you developed something in a new way? Or are you continually blinkered by this anti-religion rhetoric? And is it stopping you from being really creative in whatever way you need to be creative? It's just a thought. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.